Hello everyone and welcome to Sanctum TV. Today we're talking about Tangled. So a lot's been going on in Kingdom Hearts 3 recently, and I wanted to talk about possibilities for a map in Tangled. So we already know that Tangled will be a map that we can visit, and I think it'd be really interesting to see the possible places where we can actually explore in the world. So first up is Rapunzel's castle. I think this is a definite possibility. It's somewhere we've already seen. I mean, they're definitely going to have it in there. We've seen from the trailer that they've got footage around the castle, but I also think we'll see inside the castle. So I think you'll be able to explore the room inside the castle. I think it might be a safe zone, so there'll probably be a save point in there, and I think it'll be a good place for them to include. Also, I think there'll be the space outside the castle. The good thing about Tangled is there's lots of big green areas where you can fight Heartless, and there's lots of places you can move around in. So I think this is a very ideal place for that to happen. Also, following on from that will be the Snuggly Duckling. So this is quite a big part in the film. This took up quite a lot of screen time, the time spent with Rapunzel, Flynn Rider inside the Snuggly Duckling. So I think that this area will be definitely somewhere we can play as Sora in. So I think you know the path going up to Snuggly Duckling, and definitely I think inside as well. Which leads me on to my next photograph, which is the Snuggly Duckling tunnel. I think it's a good idea to assume that we might be able to go through the tunnel, and there'll be Heartless in there and nobodies. I think that'd be quite a good thing that Square Enix and Disney could do. And the tunnel from the film tells us that it leads us to the canyon. I think the canyon would also be a really good place for Sora to be able to explore, canyon / dam. I mean, he could be jumping over places just like they do in the film, and also we've seen from the trailer, the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, that Sora does do a lot more jumping around and exploring, that sort of sense, much more roaming, and I think this sort of setting is ideal for him to be able to do that. So I think that the canyon is a likely place as well. And then after that in the film, we go to the city inside the castle grounds. I think this is also a big possibility. Heartless around here, speaking to people, save points in different areas. The whole city idea, I think, is a good one for them to be able to put into Kingdom Hearts, and a very well detailed place in the film, so I think it could be easily transferred onto the game. So then I think the castle itself, being able to go explore this area, is quite open and there's not many people around from this scene of the film, so I think that you could definitely see enemies propping up here and there, and it'd be a good place to roam around in and meet key characters like Rapunzel, Flynn Rider, and the mum and the dad. I also think you'll be able to go into the throne room, just like I could just picture the Disney castle and being able to go into the throne room there. So I feel like it might be a similar experience in Tangled, so I can definitely see that popping up as well. So that was just a quick idea of different places which we could explore. I do think there's lots of areas where it would be intriguing to have different bosses, like here being one of them in the throne room. I think the throne room would be quite an easy place for them to have a boss. Also in the grounds outside the castle, in the castle itself, would also be really good. I didn't include the lake outside the castle. I don't think that's a likely possibility, but I would like to be proven wrong. It might be quite cool to be on the boats in the water, but I don't see that as a completely likely possibility. I also didn't include the woods because it's quite a big woods in Tangled, so I think that's fairly obvious that there'll be some travelling through the woods, just like there was in the Pride Lands and travelling through the desert. So I think that's going to be in there for sure anyway. So that's just a quick outline of the possibilities of the game in this world. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll tune in again soon.